Welcome to Story Route Zero.
This is a podcast where friends gather to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and the strange worlds of video games. We often don't know where we're going, but that's half the fun. Come on the journey with us. Hit us up on Twitter at StoryRoute0. You can send us an email at StoryRoute0@gmail.com. That includes questions, concerns, comments, complaints, pet pics. Send us some recipes. Send us some stories about your day. We're going to listen.
Podcast, start your engines. We have liftoff. Let's have a journey.
What an excellent adventure. I wouldn't be surprised if Keanu's wearing dentures. I've got a high five that can make a man die. I should be in the Justice League and the Avengers, taking out contenders with glee, carefree, as happy as I can be, low-key, because the only thing better than punching Keanu Reeves is the fact that his girl chose me. I bet you didn't think this was a love song, but the reason I'm at my pinnacle right now is I hit him in the eye, then I became her guy, and her love has me feeling invincible, no doubt. Welcome to Story Route Zero, episode 69, everybody at once.
No.
Nice. Damn it.
No.
Fuck you all. My name is Matthew Keel. That was Hello Peril, a.k.a. Randall Park, with their song, I Punched Keanu Reeves, from You'll Always Be My Maybe, which is a good soundtrack. I've got three friends in tow this week. Back in effect, the anyhow killer himself, Moose Cool. How are you?
Doing well, man. Doing well.
Cool. Representing Jersey, Calvin and Hobbs. How are you, Jason?
Doing good. You?
I'm here. Transplant mass hole, about to relocate, potting from a folding table. The pun punisher, Michaela Crucione. How are you?
I've had better days, although I have a halo right now. I'm trying to minimize
You
that.
don't have a halo. You have a light behind you.
I mean, she's the closest to a halo out of the bunch. I mean,
Yeah, that's probably about right. I think if we were to do a D&D alignment, I'm pretty sure she would be more good than any of the three of us.
Chaotic good.
So we talk about video games here, and how was everybody's weekend? Most cool, 2 thumbs up. You were out last week. You rested? Cool.
Very much so.
How are the bees?
They're just chilling. They're procreating. We got some larvae, so they're just doing their thing.
Nice.
Exactly. Very nice.
Jason with the 1 thumbs up. How was your weekend, sir?
we celebrated Mother's Day.
Well, yes, and that.
Oh
well,
shit! Yeah, happy Mother's Day. Fuck. So full disclosure, I've been up for a full day again, so I'm out of sorts, more so than usual.
No, we had my in-laws over Saturday, and then Sunday was just the 4 of us. Aria helped me cook and clean for dinner.
Cool. What'd you cook?
Chicken fajitas, sheet pan
Nice.
chicken fajitas.
There we go.
Nice.
Thanks for the invite, asshole.
The cleaning portion. She's like, I want to wash the dishes for Mom, so it's all done. I'm like, all right. And I start letting her, and I'm like, I gotta get a mop, don't I? There was water everywhere.
She's like, Dad, I turned the kitchen into a pool.
There's like dishes in the
funny.
dish drain. They're all covered in soap. I'm like, I mean, half credit, she got soap on them. But I was like, you gotta get the soap off. And then she said, when Jess got home, she's like, we polished the counters. I'm like, well, fantastic polish. Yeah, sure. No, it's a good weekend, relaxing. Just celebrated Mom.
Cool.
Just had a nice time. So
Good.
And Michaela, how's movement planning happening? What did I just say?
Like
I don't
things that
know.
aren't like a thing.
No.
I'm pretty sure what I meant to say and what I actually said were very different, so I apologize. But how's the move going?
Oh boy. Well, this weekend was very hectic. I also did the Mother's Day thing, and I have two because I've got a mom and I've got a stepmom. My stepmom was actually up here with my dad. They came on Saturday to help me. So I next to the bookcase, I used to have white shelves over there. Those are gone. Packed up my winter clothes, got them out of here, took everything off my desk. I've got a bunch
what
of
clothes?
my winter
No, I heard it
clothes.
too.
Your what clothes?
You.
Your what clothes?
I
Jersey.
love it when Michaela goes full accent. I think it's great.
Dude, so do I. I just
Yeah.
let it go. I'm like,
I
this is
just
great.
and she only does it when she's frustrated.
I mean, that's pretty cool that
You're
you have
learning.
it's pretty cool that you have a set of winter clothes. Like, I'm a winner. I wear these winter clothes.
I'm a winner every fucking day.
I'm a winner every day.
See my Clemson hat, winner.
Although two of the best Tigers are now Jags, but whatever. Yeah, so I packed up my desk. They came, so the people we sold the desk to sort of came and took it today after. So they were supposed to be here at 6:30 today. They showed up at 5 o'clock. I was in the middle of working out. And what my dad had helped me do was, it was a big traditional like computer desk with like a shelf on top of the desk, and it's a big thing. So we had separated the top part from the bottom so you could take it out in two pieces. This guy showed up with his kid, who at best was 14 years old and not strong enough to be lifting a heavy desk. It took them a half hour, and they broke the desk on the way out a little bit. And then I got a text from them later saying that while I was talking to Jason right before we started recording, they dropped it down some stairs. The desk is gone. It's in the trash. This desk that's been in my family for 23 years is in a dumpster.
Oh,
and I
that's
have
brutal.
to refund them their money.
At least you got paid for it.
No, I didn't. They want their money back
why?
because my mom offered.
They broke it.
I'd be like, you broke it, you idiots.
I watched you drop it. No.
I cleaned the wood chips out of my carpet.
Mom!
She didn't want the kid to get in trouble for she didn't want it to be the kid's fault, and she didn't want the parents to get mad at the kid for not being able to lift the desk
Oh my.
because the desk was for the kid. But rip, that was a perfectly good desk. What a fucking waste. So that's how my Monday has gone. But I mean, we did Mother's Day, celebrated. I got to see my grandma. I got to see my stepmom, and then I went and I saw my mom. And then I came back here and cleaned up after the whirlwind. So I kind of put my room back in order as best I could. With the folding table.
I'm sorry I keep interrupting, but I have to say, it was your facial expressions as you were saying that. You're like, and then I came back here. Why do I do this to myself every?
I'm about to start sleeping in my car. I don't want to be here. We're starting to. It's not even a home anymore. I started getting rid of stuff. There's no rugs in the other rooms. We got rid of those this weekend. We sent the Christmas tree out. It's gone. It's slowly becoming a shell of a home.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
The one good thing that came out of this weekend, I discovered these over the weekend, and I'm fucking addicted.
Nice.
Black tea, sparkling black tea with peach juice from Trader Joe's.
Black tea.
Very
Get
nice.
rid of Christmas trees.
Black tea and Christmas trees. So at least I have a little caffeine to keep me up.
Happy May 10th.
Yeah, it's my niece's birthday, actually. Happy birthday to my niece, May 10th.
Happy birthday to
She's
Michaela's
a teenager,
niece.
and that makes me feel very old. But yeah.
So I had a weekend. No, I did the long weekend thing. It was actually pretty decent couple of overnights at work, which was nice to experience because sometimes it gets a bit ratchet up in the hospital. And then today, Reba was not feeling the best, so she called out from work, and we actually watched a lot of the original Mobile Suit Gundam today, and now she is starting to hum the theme song when it comes on. She's starting to sing along with the end credits song, and I feel like a winner, let me tell you.
Chicken dinner.
Yeah.
Hook, line, sinker.
Sinker. Yeah.
We just got to get Jason an anime roguelike.
Nope.
And...
Nope.
I mean, you already love Hades, so it's fine.
Not an anime.
It is.
And also, love Hades is a bit strong for me. For the rest of you, maybe. But I made it clear on the show. I didn't love it. It barely broke my top 5 indies. So, no.
There are levels. No, anyway. Other than that, I am still vertical. So
Good.
yeah. And Reba did say, she's like, I think I like this show about Gundam.
Nice.
So I in my when she said that in my head, I did that, that Urkel thing, that I'm wearing you down, Anybody else remember that? Anybody else?
Yeah.
Okay, good. As long as someone else does. Who's been playing games? None of you. Okay, Jason, the hand goes up. Moose, the hand goes up. Michaela, you played one game.
Cut her some slack.
I'll bet you I know which one.
Stuff.
I'll bet you I know which one.
I bet you all know which one.
Honestly, it's the only game I remember playing this week since last Monday. But if I remember from a DM you sent me earlier today, you are 1 trophy away from the platinum in Nier Replicant.
Oh, very nice.
So, congratulations, you got your flower.
I got my flower. I did. I got my flower. I banged out the 2 hardest trophies in the same day, just coincidentally, because I happened to get my flower. Thank you very much. On Friday.
Very nice.
So basically, from Sunday to Friday, I played every day but Monday last week because a lot of times Mondays I don't have time. But Sunday to Friday minus Monday, I was basically just grinding for the worst trophy in the game, which is upgrading 33 of the weapons.
Yeah.
So there's 37 weapons you can do, technically 38, and you have to upgrade 33 of them because there's a couple weapons from the Yorhad DLC which add to the weapon total but don't increase the number of weapons you have to upgrade. And the problem with this trophy, and I believe it's fairly a similar deal in Nier Automata, but I don't remember it being that bad, like as bad, or maybe I was just younger and naive and whatever then. But the drop rates on some of the stuff that you need, like the items you need to upgrade weapons, is bad. And it's not just like a couple things that are kind of rare. It's a lot of things that are pretty rare.
Anything to get you to rank 4 is bad, right?
It depends on the weapon.
Okay.
But yeah, you like black pearls, pyrites, fucking eagle eggs. I told you about the jumping off the bridge. Forlorn necklaces were bad. And I only needed a couple of them, but forlorn necklaces were bad. I had to grind for those broken wristwatches like I told you guys about. Dented metal bats, I had to do some grinding. And it takes a couple hours to grind for each one of these rare things. So it adds up. Memory alloys can be a bitch. And I was doing it all on hard mode because supposedly hard improves your RNG. And having done this, I don't know that I believe it, but I did it anyways. And as soon as I was done, I turned it back down to normal. But then I did the fun part. So after Friday, I got my flower. I upgraded all 33 weapons out of the 37.
Leave it to Yogotaro, 85% of the weapons only.
But I did all that, and then I basically have just been knocking out endings. So I finished playthrough B. I did play through C. I didn't save scum. I did play through C, and then I redid it to play through D, because what you can do is you can save before the point of no return, beat it for ending C, and then reload your save and beat it for ending D. I don't even know why. Oh, I was waiting for my pink seeds to grow anyways. So I just kind of, instead of save scumming, played through C and D all the way through without that. And then I got to play through E, which no spoilers, but holy fuck, did E make me very happy. It made me very, very, very happy. To explain real quick, the original Nier Gestalt and Nier Replicant only had endings A through D. And ending E before now was a reference to some like novels or something that was written in Japan and was never localized officially, but there's been fan translations, and it gave additional information about the grimoires, about certain characters, about Project Gestalt that wasn't made totally explicit in the base game. And they definitely borrowed from some of that novelization. And then it's also, to me, again, it's only been fan translations, but from what I can tell, it seems like there's also some original new content in there. It's not very long, it's very short, but it was very, very satisfying and added to the overall lore of the game and the canon, obviously, of Nier Replicant itself, but also the Nier universe, larger concept too. And it was incredibly satisfying. The gameplay was very good, even for the short amount of time that I was with it. And it made me super happy. Ending E was absolutely amazing and totally worth the wait all these years. They did a fantastic job with it. And so the only thing I have left to do is to beat the game in under 15 hours. So I need to start a fresh playthrough. And it's just through Route A. It's not all of the endings, it's just through Route A. And if you skip the cutscenes and don't do side quests and play on easy, from my research, what I can tell, it will take about 5 to 7 hours to do. So
That's not bad.
no, it's
I
not.
did 12 today. Because I had a save that was 6 hours and I just ran through it today and got done.
Yeah, but you weren't originally skipping cutscenes, so
No.
I figure I can do it in about 5 to 7, no problem.
Yeah.
And I'll just I'll knock it down to easy. No, I got nothing to prove. So.
Yeah. I mean, I actually, for part of it, I turned on the auto
Battle.
Just because looking at that shit is really cool. Don't get me wrong, this game is fun, even with its lackluster combat, I'll call it. I don't want to say it's bad, but I just think it's just it's clearly 10 years old. But looking at things happening just by themselves is a sight to see. And when you can actually pay attention to what Emil and Kaine are doing, and it's a really fun watch.
Yeah, I might fuck with it just to see what it looks like, but so I had gone back to the original settings for endings C, D, and E for my speed run playthrough. I'm going full Yorha DLC. I'm gonna switch the music to Nier Automata again, and I'm gonna have them wearing the Yorha outfits. So I haven't done this much yet, because originally when I was messing with the settings, I did put Kaine in A2's outfit for part of my playthrough B. I'm gonna have her as 2B for my speed playthrough. So looking forward to that.
Nice. Now, when I got through playthrough A again, that's when you can start changing everybody's outfit. Yes.
Oh, you could, if you have the Yorha DLC, you can change to everybody's outfit from the get-go. And then you can unlock additional outfits by doing the journal, which was originally DLC, but Nier's mother's journal in his house is the original DLC. There's 3 challenge dungeons basically that you play as Papa Nier. Doing each one of those unlocks additional wardrobe outfits, but you have to be at the title screen to change the outfits and the soundtrack if that's what you're doing. You can't change them in game. You have to change them at the title screen.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw a prompt for all that, and I was like, okay.
You can change I forget which outfit set it is. It's definitely from the recycled vessel somewhere. It's either the Kabuki or the samurai one, but you can change all of the bullets that you shoot, like your regular blast attack, and all of the like the bullets that come from the enemies. Instead of like red and off red orbs, you can change them to flying Emil heads.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Which like I think in the space of the past couple weeks with this game, Emil has reached an echelon of video game character that is right there with Solaire from Dark Souls. Like, I fucking love Emil. Emil absolutely rules. And you should play this game based on just Emil. It's worth it.
And Kaine. I think I love them both so much.
I mean, that's, I'm not like trying to discount Kaine, but like, I think you and I could argue which one's better, but I think that's also going to come from a subjective space where, you know, we have our favorites. But yeah, what I noticed going through even just going through Lightspeed, I realized that and I haven't played the subsequent playthroughs like you have, but I hope they kind of go into what happens when Kaine and Emil are not around. Mainly because you as in the first playthrough, as anime protagonist, you know, I'm just gonna call him that because whatever. All you get is the side where Emil and Kaine can't come to town.
Mm-hmm.
But when you talk to them, they're like, no, it's cool. We like it. We get to hang out. We get to be friends and we're doing all this stuff. And then like in cutscenes, you see like their interaction has kind of ascended in a way that you're kind of an outsider into their sort of shared bond. And I hope there's more of that to explore. Please don't spoil if there is.
I won't. You just know that subsequent playthroughs do a lot of character development for those two specifically. I won't say how or what or when or why, but that's basically the more endings you get, the more you will fall in love with Kaine and Emil.
Oh, sure. I mean, I like the fact that Kaine just calls everybody shit hogs. It's great.
she makes up the best swears.
Yeah.
The localization team did a phenomenal job with this game.
And then Vice is like, shit hogs? Is that even a word?
It is now.
It is now.
Episode 69, shit hogs.
Shit hogs. Yep. She's got some great memorable lines. Yep.
Yes, she
Classic
does.
Gary.
I'm very glad she did.
Classic Gary. All right. I'm going to dovetail right on top of Michaela just because I'm going to be super quick. I do remember playing a little bit of Monster Hunter Rise. I played with some co-op buddies, played with Atma, optional objectives from the Uppercut Discord, and Julian, JULZVZ on Twitter. And let me tell you, playing Monster Hunter with specifically these three folks at the same time, it makes me like Moose and Jason, probably to a point. I know you guys have played games with me and you've probably seen me do whatever my bullshit is and been frustrated. Well, playing with these three individuals has made me more proud of my bullshit than I ever have been. Mainly because when you have four people just going in and being on their bullshit, and somehow it ends up being the funniest thing in the world, it's a good time. Because we did a bunch of hunts, and I know a couple of things. I know optional objectives is going to take his twin blades and go after the monster's ankles. I know Julian is going to follow whoever goes towards the monster, hang back with his bow, and just take care of business. He'll heal, he'll do whatever support. I still Leroy Jenkins with my hunting horn because me. And but luckily with the hunting horn, you become a bard of sorts where you can assist, you make people stronger, you heal them, whatever. Atma is absolutely delightful because she runs whichever way she wants to go, and she shows up about a minute and a half after everybody else does. Why are we laughing? Why are we laughing?
It's all right. Keep going, Leroy.
Oh, okay. I see it. Okay. Thanks. All right, cool.
Michaela, sorry. I was like,
I'm like, what happened? Anyway, so Atma will show up about a minute to a minute and a half after we've been going at the monster as hard as we can. But she shows up in absolutely the most stylish, batshit ways possible because she's always riding another monster. She's like, okay, everybody back up, and whatever monsters just happen to be nearby, you just see her just rolling in, showing up, knocking the monster we're attacking down, and just going to it's just a beautiful bit of chaos, and I love it. So
Nice.
Monster Hunter Rise has provided some very good moments. I know I've played co-op with both of you and had a decent time as well, and just we gotta do more.
Yeah, I need to get back to it.
But that's really all I had to say about what I've been playing, because I don't really. I finished Alba, a Wildlife Adventure on my iPhone. That's good. That's a good time, but nothing to write home about.
Is I've been meaning to ask you, do you know if the Kingdom Rush game is out? I've been trying to follow it, but since I don't have Apple Arcade or a device, I don't know if I got a date.
I haven't looked at new releases in a while. I was actually considering doing that this past weekend, but then I realized, okay, I have like 6 games on my phone. Maybe I should just finish 1 or 2.
Finish 2 or 3 of them, and then
It's weird because I follow them on Twitter. I'm a huge fan, have all the games, and I kind of don't want to know because, well, one, there is no way I can possibly play, so don't even want to be excited by what the game might be, because it's like, I have no way to get this. I mean, I'm sure it'll eventually come to Steam first, and then most of them, they're all on Switch now, so.
Yeah.
But I don't know what.
And what's this one called? Legends of Kingdom Rush?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's out yet.
Matt's gonna go, it's a roguelike. Fuck!
And it's anime.
No, that's a cartoon, damn it.
No, it's not.
It's anime.
Anyway, Moose or Jason?
Sir?
Moose, you were out last week. You go.
Lots and lots of World of Warcraft. Jesus Christ. I remember there was a wonderful time in my life where I could play this game and not fucking worry about achievements. But that time is gone, and I poured one out for the homie this weekend. But we did, starting Saturday, we did some transmog runs. For those who don't know, like, you can find gear and then go to somebody and it'll change the way your gear looks. Anyone listening who doesn't know, but so we were just doing it for fun, and then Jason decides to show up like, I think, like on the last boss of the first raid we were in, because we were running with some guildies and we were trying to get some achievements too, and so he showed up, and then we finished that raid and then did 2 other ones. Jason, I think, did 2. Yeah. So and motherfucker got a pet, which you know is cool and all, but it's like, why can't I get the cool stuff? But then again, I haven't played in forever, so like everything that dropped for me that I picked up that I could use with my plate wearing paladin, I could use as a transmog item, so it wasn't really that big of a loss. But it was nice getting the achievements for it. So then I basically just decided to do a run on old dungeons and raids. So I ran the old raid Molten Core for like the first time yesterday. I think I ran it, which was a lot of fun. and got one of the first sets for Paladins, the Judgment set. And then I was like, man, that's what I could transmog all my gear to look like, because it looks cool until I can get like other stuff maybe down the line. Because this is pretty easy to like farm, because you just run in the instance and you one hit everything, even the bosses. Maybe they take 2 hits. And so until like we do Shadowlands stuff and get the Shadowlands gear, like then I might start making my gear look like that. And so I just put a list together, and it looks like I'm running a lot of Blackwing Lair, which I have never run before. So I was like, well, that's nice. At least I can go in there, maybe get 1 or 2 sets on the first run. But it's a lot of fun. I've been having a good time with that. Like that's pretty much it. I haven't really played much of anything else. I haven't touched Monster Hunter Rise in a while. I have been playing the backlog game, so nothing about that, but I have been playing it, so and loving that again. So just trying to work that in where I
What's your name
can.
again?
Golf Story.
Golf Story.
So it's nice because like I'm enjoying getting back into it, but I gotta not fall into the pitfall I fell into before, which was just having fun golfing, just going to the golf course and golfing. Like I'm like, you need to progress the story this time. Like that needs to happen. And so that's what I've been playing that. And then that's been pretty much it. I haven't really touched anything else. Except I did pick up Risk of Rain 2 dirt cheap on the PC, so I could play with my buddy Ja Ropsta. And then I also tried Borderlands, and I tried mouse and keyboard controls. I'm not going to say they're less accurate. I like them more because you can aim faster with the mouse, but I hate them because like all your buttons are like on your leftover hand, like your left hand, and it's like, what button does this, what button does that, and you're just like, I'm like, I just rather hook up the 8-bit do and play with a fucking controller. Like it'd be so much easier. So I'm gonna keep giving mouse and keyboard a try just to try and get used to it. But that's pretty much it. And yeah, wow.
Every PC gamer that plays an FPS just cried a bit.
I don't give a shit if they cry. They can kiss my ass. They can go fuck themselves for all I care. I don't care if they like mouse and keyboard more. It's more of what works for you.
It's
okay?
what worked for you. It's what
I don't care if they cry. I don't care. So anyways. So that's been pretty much it. So Jason?
Still playing Returnal. Making progress. Game's so good. It's just so good.
I made the mistake of watching people play that on Twitch and just be sad.
Idea, dude.
Yeah, it's a fucking bad idea. I'm just like, man, I'll fucking play this game.
I know.
That's the point where I'm purposely avoiding gameplay videos of it because I know I'm gonna buy it when either they implement an autosave or they patch out whatever's going on with my PS5 where I have to keep repairing my DualSense and resetting the console. But I'm hoping that'll be a non-issue by the fall and then like maybe pick it up in a Black Friday sale. So in which case I'd rather go into it more blind. So I'm avoiding videos of it. But it looks dope.
Yeah, makes sense.
Like I've seen stuff, like obviously.
You can see stuff, but still have no idea really.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid, like, I know, who is it? Is it Shuhei who's been posting all his boss fight videos? Like, so I'm avoiding that.
And what's great is he's failing. Like, he posts his defeats, too. He's like, so close.
Yeah. Well, he was doing that with Fall Guys.
Yeah.
Wasn't he where he was, like, posting his daughter's wins?
Yeah.
Or something like that. Which, I mean, it works for the brand. The boss is playing the games.
Eternal, it's really good. And I'm working on my next review, which is that Rising Hell game. It's coming out for consoles in a few weeks, PlayStation and Switch. So that's the vertical Dead Cells-esque.
It's Dead Cells, but Kid Icarus.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's the one you said the demo was coming out, and I don't think it's out because I looked on PS4 and I couldn't find
That's
it.
out.
What was it called again?
Rising Hell.
Yeah, I looked and it wasn't there. So it might have not dropped the day I was looking.
It's definitely because I downloaded it and then I got the code.
No.
Right after.
Nice.
I was like, okay. And then I heard it was on Switch. I'm like, damn it, I should have requested it on Switch. But been playing that. And that's about it. Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
Nice.
So moving right along. What happened this week?
Who fucking knows?
We got confirmation, as we knew, Remnant is getting a next gen upgrade.
Yeah.
The day this goes live.
Mhm.
Which is really cool. Don't know if it's another trophy set. As much as I love it, I don't know if I'd go for the platinum again because that fucking coin.
But if it auto pops,
Oh, yeah, if it auto pop, yeah. Because I still need to finish because I want to finish the trophy that bugged out on me and you, Matt. The armor set that we missed because we did it and it didn't pop, and then I reached out on Twitter and they're like, "Oh, you'll have to redo it," and it's like, "Oh, what?"
Well, I ended up getting it because
You went back? Oh, you
yeah.
went back and played. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to. I mean,
I had to finish that platinum.
It's not a hard one because that
No.
DLC is not long, but
Yeah.
no. And
wait, the armor set in the DLC. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I do not have.
Yeah, the one underneath the ship where we had to
we had to do a deal with that guy down there,
a deal and then tell him you're not interested, and then you sneak in and steal the shit.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, I'm not just no, it's fine, and then I'm gonna take it from you anyway.
So that's that'll be out this week. There was Metro Exodus they announced in June the next gen upgrade will be out, and it's currently on sale on Humble Bundle with the next gen upgrade. So that's kind of cool. There was a leak for the sequel to Judgment.
and then it got officially announced the day after the leak.
Yeah, Sony leaked it.
Sony posted it to the store. It was one of those situations or something.
Which is weird because was it Yakuza 6 that got accidentally released instead of a demo?
Yeah, the full game got released.
It was released it was released under the headline demo, but it was actually
the full game.
Right,
yeah.
and I actually had it, and it was if I didn't go online, I could have kept the full game. But once I went online, it updated and removed it put the restriction in.
No. But this is called Lost Judgment, and it's actually coming out September 24th.
Nice.
Shit, that's this year? It's coming out this year?
Yes, sir.
I missed that part.
Yeah, so, and I want to say the first Judgment was 2019, so that's pretty quick.
Yeah.
I played a little bit of Judgment. I never finished it. I do want to go back and finish it. It was one of those where it was just, I was playing it in December around the holidays, and I hit a gaming funk. And I believe I ended up playing Spyro instead because I'm 5 years old. But
hey, there ain't nothing wrong with fun.
Play what you want.
But I enjoyed it, and so this one is coming out fast. It is going to be a worldwide simultaneous release, which is not something that typically happens with Yakuza. It did not happen with Yakuza 7, if you remember, just this past year.
It did not.
But they did say that they are, as a full-on franchise between Yakuza and Judgment, hoping to do simultaneous worldwide releases going forward for the franchise. They also said that Judgment will be action, and Yakuza, at least for the foreseeable future with Ichiban and everything, will stay turn-based.
Which I'm happy about, because
most people seem to be. Nobody seems to be up in arms about it. So
yeah. I think when people heard about it was going to be turn-based appropriately, you could have been but playing that game, it's just holy shit.
They basically said if it does well, we'll stick with it, and it did well.
Yeah, it did fantastic.
More updates to the E3 lineup. Bandai Namco, Gearbox, and Randy Pitchford said but didn't say that they're working on Borderlands 4. Because there was rumors that they were outsourcing Borderlands 4 to another company, and he basically said no. Borderlands 4 will always be in-house in Gearbox, and then said something like, and we are working on the next big one, and it was like, and then it was like, wait, what? And then there was silence. It was, oops.
I'm surprised he didn't say oops and make himself disappear because he's magic.
And actually, speaking of Borderlands, Penn from Penn and Teller is in the Borderlands movie.
Nice.
Cool.
And Square Enix was announced again for E3, so now I guess that means they're not, because they were announced and now they're announced again, so they have to be.
I think this was just
Two
bad
positives
reporting.
make a negative.
Well, because it's funny, because Michaela told me, and he goes, wait a minute, didn't I? And I scrolled back up.
I'm pretty sure we said this last
Yep.
week.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, I
2
think.
weeks ago,
So
I looked at the news sheet, and I'm like, wait, did
because
you?
I send news every week. Yeah. So Square Enix was already confirmed for E3, but all of the news outlets, how they all report the same story within 5 to 10 minutes of each other, they all included Square Enix as one of the newly confirmed devs for E3. And this is what I hate about gaming journalism. Everybody just copy pastes each other's story to get it in their timeline as quickly as possible without fact checking. And so they all
Copy
make the same
pasta.
error.
Yeah.
And it's
Well,
fucking
are they
annoying.
copy pasting each other's story, or are they using the press release? Because I know everyone gets the same press release.
I don't know, but basically, if anybody had done any research at all, or even looked at their own stories that they reported 2 weeks ago, they would know that Square Enix was already confirmed.
Sure.
They also confirmed a bunch of smaller developers this week too, in addition to
Or
Gearbox and Namco.
maybe Square was just really doing that please be excited thing. Like, hey, don't forget, we're gonna be there. Like when you were like, let's pretend for a moment we were all the cool kids.
Imagine if every lineup.
Let's pretend for a moment we were all the cool kids in high school, and there was that one kid who was like, hey, remember, I'm coming to the party. Is that cool? They're like, yeah, fine, whatever. No, I'm coming. I'm gonna be there. It's gonna be great.
Imagine if every lineup update it says Square Enix is just
Square Enix is still coming, in case you were wondering.
And finally, 2 weeks before, unfortunately, Square Enix is still planning on coming. A Bloodborne HBO
E3 is just gonna be Square Enix at some point. It's gonna be the final one, just a Square Enix.
Bloodborne HBO series was confirmed to be in development.
Cool.
I don't know.
I think Bloodborne could.
I think it could be a really good show. I really do.
Budget, I think it's.
I mean, if you really want to call it out, Brotherhood of the Wolf was the fucking movie.
Well, yes.
So I mean, if they kind of keep it with that same kind of have some lore, some gore, some cool action, I think they could do it really well.
And the Iron Chef himself.
Yeah, I mean that would be badass.
I mean, he's the best. I mean, any movie he's in, you're like, oh shit's going.
Yeah,
down.
shit's going
gonna throw down.
So I think it could be pretty cool. So it's just a wait and see. Yeah, but a lot of people in the community are like, you're like 6 years too late, but whatever. I'm like, shit happens. So
I mean, I'm more interested in finding out okay, how are you gonna tackle a show?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's all going to be based off Jesus Here's Toast run, and it'll be 45 minutes and done. No.
I mean, Emmy, give it to him. No, but I just think with the way that particular story is told, and it's more like, how do you do that in a TV show?
Although
I mean,
a TV show would be better suited than a 2-hour movie.
oh no, no argument here. No argument
Mhm.
here.
The only problem is when shows get ambitious and plan on multiple seasons to tell the story, and then you always run the risk of. I mean, obviously it's HBO, so it's a little different. HBO can greenlight 2 or 3.
Sure.
This I think isn't it? It's supposed to be a limited series.
But yeah, that's what if it's limited, do you tell like only a segment or like I don't know. It's
Because I mean, if you think about it, it's there has to be a lot that the audience can fill in, and it has to be intriguing enough. I mean, for some reason I'm thinking the way to look at this is like a Black Mirror,
yeah.
where you can't just be like, okay, once upon a time, beat denouement. It doesn't really like that's not how those games are put together anyway.
Right. And you don't want it to just look like some horror series on HBO where someone's hunting these monsters. You don't want it to just be that. And it's I don't know. We'll see. I mean, they just confirmed it was in development. That doesn't even mean it's actually going to come out.
Mhm.
Sure.
Stuff crashes that's in development all the time. So
Yeah.
Very good point too.
or it could be that it's been in development and they just really haven't. This is the first time they're releasing something that they are close to actually. Maybe they've been trying to get a script down.
Yeah.
I mean, like
And
you said,
HBO's been
like Moose
working on
said,
a lot of
it's
these
been a
properties.
while.
Yeah, because like The Last of Us, how long have they been working on that?
Since 2013.
Is that
And
how
so-
long?
They were talking about a show back then when the first one came out.
Yeah, but how long have they actually been working on it?
I mean, when you've announced something, that means you have an idea. That means work is being done. What kind of progress they've made?
They just
How many? What draft are they on? You know, things like that.
at least though with The Last of Us, we've got like casting announcements,
Yeah.
whereas Bloodborne seems to be early days.
and actually
Yeah.
they announced I forgot who it is now. They cast Tommy first game. Well, from the second, but I forgot who it was. And I'll have to
I'm
look it
trying to
up.
remember.
But
But,
they did
also-
announce-
Did they ever move forward with the Uncharted movie? Did that ever
Yes,
happen?
they are moving forward with that. And I didn't send this to you, Jason, in the news, but I believe today, as we're recording this, is the 5-year anniversary for Uncharted 4.
it is because Naughty Dog tweeted out something and threw in PS5 trophies pointed out. They threw in a trophy tip. They hit it in the tweet. But yeah, it's 5 years. Well, on to the next rumor mill. I mean, Nintendo. They announced a game Builder Garage.
Yeah, is the demo out yet? Or is there a demo? I could swear I thought there was a demo.
I
for
think
that.
there's a demo. So this is
Yeah. Sorry, I saw it on the store and was
Yeah.
like, "What is this?"
I actually started retweeted by an indie dev saying like how this is really cool that they're doing something like this, and I'm like, so you can.
I've seen people get kind of irate about it.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen. But
I mean-
gaming Twitter is annoying, and which is what we say
Well,
every week.
I think it also depends on like your scope of knowledge, because I think there are a lot of people that are talking about something called Scratch. I feel like Scratch is what's been mentioned. I might be wrong on this, but it's like another sort of small dev tool. And people are saying, oh, look, Nintendo's just licensing that. Or, you know, the somehow kind of funny response has been like, oh, if you've always wanted to make a Nintendo game, here's your chance. Or, you know, maybe this is the way that someone actually pushes through another Metroid 2 remake.
I've seen some pretty derogatory comparisons between what's been showed of this Game Builder Garage and Dreams, which is obviously a more robust looking.
Yeah, I'm not even entertaining the idea that this will be anywhere near what Dreams is. I feel like it might be something where you can make a character and make said character jump good, depending on what you can do. But yeah,
Get
No
to
demo. Sorry to interrupt you,
No.
Jason, but there's no demo.
Okay.
I just saw it on the Stalwart and thought there would be one. But anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
Ghetto Fumaden early access is today, Thursday,
What platform?
on PC.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Steam?
Oh,
That's
Somebody needs to get a gaming laptop.
that's what was that from? Was that from the last Indie Direct?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like the side-scrolling
it's
Neo.
the side-scrolling Neo
Yes.
roguelike.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is right up Jason's
Which
alley.
is I could see Jason just tingling at the thought of it.
Yeah, next show we'll probably be talking about.
I
Yeah.
saw a pretty cool 2D fighter that looked right up your alley too. 2 Strikes. Take a look at that.
Oh, I think I heard that. I just didn't watch it. Before Dark Alliance comes out, Dark Alliance got released.
Wait, what?
So in June, Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance is coming out on PlayStation, I believe, Xbox, and Steam. But the original Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, the PS2 game, shadow dropped last week. And then it's slightly delayed on the Switch. But should be out soon. So that was interesting that they randomly just announced it and were like out
On like a Thursday.
But it was weird because, well, not weird because I guess this is Sony's thing now, but Sony like tweeted it out like, but it's weird because I think the video was supposed to be for Friday because it says available now, but then you like look and it says Friday. I'm like, today's not Friday.
Unless maybe they meant to time it with the Japanese window and forgot
Yeah,
that
maybe.
when you translate shit, you should also localize for time and not just language.
Yeah, you should. Tommy from The Last of Us will be Gabriel Luna, who was Ghost Rider and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and he was in the newest Terminator. He was the bad guy.
Yeah.
Well, Pedro Pascal is why am I drawing a blank? Joel.
You know it's bad when.
And there's that small RPG. Oh, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Integrated trailer.
Never heard of it.
This is dope.
I don't know what we're talking about. What?
Go ahead.
Yeah, so they dropped the final trailer that will be promoting Integrate, which comes out 1 month from today. And the news is obviously they showed more for the DLC. That's gonna be like Yuffie's episode. They confirmed Scarlet is a boss fight in this, which I'm totally down with and fine with, so long as we still get to have the bitch slap contest between Scarlet and Tifa at a later date. They showed some Dirge of Cerberus bullshit that I don't know. So one of my questions with the remake has always been, are they just going to skip Fort Condor? What are they going to do with Fort Condor? Because Fort Condor was this optional area that's available as soon as you leave Midgar. And it's basically a mini game. And they turned it into like a virtual board game that you can now play in the DLC. And it looks kind of cool. It's like a tower defense type of thing. But the outside of the trailer itself, the news here is, and again, this is bad gaming journalism reporting. Everybody's like, they've extended Final Fantasy VII Remake's exclusivity, because the new trailer said exclusive for 6 months. We always knew that FF7 was exclusive. We never actually had a time frame before. So this isn't them extending it for 6 months. This is telling us for the first time how long that exclusivity is going to last. And now we might be looking 6 months. So in the winter, next winter, we could be looking at a PC port or for all of FF7, or maybe making Integrate available on PS4 in addition to PS5. So again, weird reporting where it's like how at the bottom of a video, they'll say what platform something is on. And it says exclusive for 6 months, and everybody's reporting it as extended for 6 months of exclusivity. Bullshit, bad gaming journalism.
Extended.
Never before announced extended.
Well, also, I don't want to knock this because I'll bet you there are some people going, oh, when can I get this on whatever platform that's not PlayStation? I'll bet you there are plenty of people who don't know it's exclusive.
Yeah, but the
Because
people reporting
honestly-
on it should.
Right, but also there, it's that's one of those things. It's better to repeat multiple times. For the
Yeah,
people
but you
who
can
don't
say
know.
exclusive for 6
Like-
months instead of extended exclusivity for 6 months because that's incorrect. You know what I mean? You can tell
Okay,
people it's
well-
exclusive for 6 months, but you shouldn't say the exclusivity's been extended for 6 months because we never had a time cap on it before.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
That's what I'm saying. It's just it's the way, and then because one outlet worded it that way, all of the outlets worded it that way. I swear to God, they just copy paste each other. Nobody does their own reporting anymore. It bothers me.
And last but not
So
least,
Michaela Krishone will be submitting resumes to news departments.
Apparently.
Yeah,
last
hire
but
me,
not
bitch.
least, looks like Call of Duty Warzone is going the Fortnite route with cameos, as they've teased this week alone Johnny Rambo and John McClane. The Call of Duty Twitter tweeted out something about
Makes total sense.
so blatant, the Nakatomi Duck Cleaning Company, which obviously Die Hard won. And
That's pretty funny. I like that.
they were a little more subtle for Rambo. They tweeted out about this Survivor John and their Warzone report, but the stats they showed were, which I didn't even realize, 552 kills, 7 hours played, and people looked it up. The runtime of all the movies is 7.8 hours, and he has 552 kills. And then they said 5 games played, 5 wins, 0 deaths, 5 movies. He's never died. I'm just
To
curious.
survive war, you gotta become war.
I would assume it's just a skin. Rambo makes sense. John, as cool as John McClane is, in Warzone, I'm just like, I could see Dutch from Commando, or like, but I mean, hey, John McClane's a badass, but unless there's glass on the floor that he runs through, Warzone might not be his arena.
Well, they're doing something right because Warzone seems to be killing it. Like long term, they're doing great. Also, this
Yeah, it's been
story
killing-
reminded me of another story that I didn't send you, Jason, just because it's a rumor. But it's very heavily rumored that we'll get a Battlefield 6 reveal this week.
Yep.
Maybe by the
Well,
time this episode airs.
it's coming.
We know it's
And I don't
coming,
think
but just when is it?
anybody in this group is more excited than this guy right here, because I fucking love Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. Fuck 5 and fuck Battlefield 1. I'm ready for it to come back to modern time. So I know it's coming. I can't wait. I'm pumped about it. I'm excited. But anyways, if that happens this week, that's cool. If not, it'll be sometime, because they're saying that it's going to be out this year, this fall. So they have to announce it sometime.
Well,
And
a music group, 2WEI, teased that their tracks are in the game, and I guess they released them or something. So, and Capcom had reported record-breaking profits 4 years in a row now.
And that doesn't even factor in Village yet, which is doing very well.
Mhm.
yes,
And I believe they had a couple records, I think, with Village, with concurrent players in a horror game and Village's launch on Steam, something like that. They put up
Yeah.
some big numbers. Mostly on Steam and PlayStation, not so much on Xbox. But that game's been getting mostly positive reception.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Rambo thing is confirmed May 20th. I'm not going to lie. Warzone's free. I'll definitely check that out if it's free.
is John McClane already in it, or is he coming
No,
later?
he's the next tease, so I don't know if
It's the
that's
next one. So we don't know when that is, because I might join that. We'll see.
I mean, I tried Rambo when he was released in Mortal Kombat, and it was pretty cool. So
Yeah,
If
could be
they
cool.
have John McClane in Warzone and someone dies real quick twice in a row, they have to do how did the same shit happen to the same guy twice?
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
That's about it though for the week.
Okay, all right. Since you're not going to mention it, I will. So it's not really game related. It's game coverage related. Brad Shoemaker, Alex Navarro, and Vinny Caravella had their last day at Giant Bomb on Friday. Yeah, this isn't anything that will change release dates or anything, but for a lot of folks dating back a very long time, like to the 90s, these guys have been a part of games coverage. Jeff Gersman, at Giants Bomb has been a big part of games coverage. But these three leaving, it's basically 3 of the 5 original founders of Giant Bomb leaving. Now, in context, the Giant Bomb predates, a lot of live streaming. To my knowledge, it predates a lot of Let's Plays. And these are individuals that are kind of responsible for forging that path, being personality driven as well as knowledge driven, and funny as hell throughout their time in the coverage space. And while Gersman still remains a Giant Bomb, as a longtime fan, I'm curious to see what happens. But Shoemaker and Navarro specifically have been 2 of my favorite writers about games for a very long time. And though Giant Bomb has kind of retreated from written criticism or written coverage, their personalities on camera are awesome. And it's sad to see him go, but I wish him all the best in whatever they do. I don't expect to see them like all of a sudden form a Voltron by themselves. I don't expect that. I think a lot of folks do. But it wouldn't it would surprise me if that happens. It wouldn't be like earth shaking or anything, but I'd be like, you know what? That's kind of weird, them leaving Giant Bomb and doing this thing on their own, but clearly, I feel like this is going to end up, more information is going to come out as time goes on. And like Tom Petty said, the waiting is the hardest part on that one. But watching their final Unprofessional Friday this weekend, and Alex Navarro's final Weeby Drumming, because he was throughout the pandemic, he started doing Rock Band drum streams where he would just play Rock Band and drum for a few hours, and motherfucker could drum. It's been a nice denouement, and with all the sadness, I hope it's not the last time we hear from them. But me personally, I want to thank them for all they did, because throughout this, specifically at Giant Bomb, in the last 10 years they've been there, it helped me through some shit, whether or not they knew it. I mean, I went through a divorce. I became a fan right before I started X-Ray School, and X-Ray School was 2 of the most stressful years of my life, and me being able to just focus and get through it was involved laughing at a lot of the shit that they did, because they were hilarious. I mean, still are, but yeah, I'm personally going to miss them. So yeah, I won't go too much. I hope I didn't go too long on that, but it means a lot to me. So.
Yeah.
But if no one has anything else, I think Michaela has something to say. We did this last week, Michaela.
But Moose is here.
Well, Moose is
Yeah, we do yours, then Moose.
I don't remember what mine was.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Gamers,
It's not about you.
Moose!
Bye.
At Story Route Zero, we have some cool friends who do some cool things, and I'd like to tell you about them. Phoenix Overdrive uses the power of games and gamers to help heal sick kids through the charity Extra Life. Phoenix Overdrive fundraises for Children's Miracle Network hospitals all year, every year, and the fund culminates in a 24-hour gaming marathon. Find out more about their events and projects online via Facebook at facebook.com/Phoenix Overdrive or on Twitter and Instagram at PHX_Overdrive. You can also join the Facebook group of Pawn Stars at facebook.com/groups/PO Nation in order to share and discuss all the latest in nerd culture. They've also got a podcast, Nerd Overdrive, which you can see weekly at youtube.com/Phoenix Overdrive. You can also catch it on Facebook Live or twitch.tv/PHX_Overdrive. That podcast is also published on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and Stitcher. You want merch? They got merch. Merch can be ordered from tinyurl.com/PHXODmerch, a portion of which goes to their fundraising efforts. Join the nation and be a hero to sick kids, as El Capitan Ray Osorio, Lee the Maestro, and Becky, the lovely queen of the guild, always say, #Rise Above. Thank you for listening to Story Route Zero. We hope you have enjoyed your time here as much as we've enjoyed having you. Once again, questions, concerns, complaints, pictures of pets, or favorite recipes can be sent to storyroute0@gmail.com. You can yell at us on Twitter at StoryRoute0. Rate us and review us on iTunes, YouTube, or wherever you may have found us, as it helps with discoverability. If you'd like to hit us up individually, you can find Moose Cool at Sven, that's SVHENN on Twitter, PSN, Instagram, and of course Twitch, streaming games. You can find Jason Marshall writing at obelisk.co. You can also find him on Twitter at GimpyJ with 2 Y's at the end, as well as PSN, Instagram, and Twitch. He also has his own website, whereisthepausebutton.com. You can find Michaela Crescione doing all sorts of writing at obelisk.co, as well as on Twitter at RedXMod. My name is Matthew Keel. You can find me everywhere I'd like to be at infinite_rewind. That's Twitter, that's Instagram, that's Twitch, that's PSN, and I also have my own website, infiniterewind.com. Be sure to check us out at all the places. You are always welcome, and you will always have a seat waiting for you on this ride. Thank you for listening, but for now, it's back to the real world for us. So we will see you on the next one.